Welcome back to the Digital Tournament Expert Division, hole number 9. Here we're going to be sending it down to either sniper or cat range for a double bounce, rough bump, safe eagle play, right? So this is not an albatross hole. There is a slight chance that you can drop an albatross here, but we are looking for the easiest possible way to get an eagle here, not trying to get too crazy with this. But if you wanted to spend a little bit of time on it, this drive does give you a chance to get there. It's just a very tricky hole, and if you screw it up just a little bit, you can either land short in the sand or run long through the green in the back of the bunker because it slopes off to the back and it will roll all the way off the back of the green. So, my recommendation for this hole is always going to be get your eagle and run. With that being said, we've got a good drive set up here with this wind that we can get to the green in 2 fairly easily. You can do it with a sniper or you can do it with a cat. Here I'm doing it with a cat and I'm getting a little bit greedy, trying to see how close I can get it to the hole. Uh, but with that comes risk. So if you want to get risky and you come up short or roll long, that's just a consequence you'll have to take. Let's go over the drive. We're going to be starting at P5 max rest with the right side of the green ring touching the rough line for all level APOCs. So doesn't matter your APOC. Start with your Zerk set up with the green ring touching on the right, just like that. The spin set is 6 top spin, 2 left spin always. The adjustment is P5 minus 60% max numbers. P5 minus 60 max numbers. All right. If you have baby wind like I have here, you're going to want to push up 8 plus yards or switch to a wind 0 ball. This is the absolute lowest wind you can have. I only pushed up, I want to say I pushed up like 6 plus yards here. No, I pushed up 8 plus yards, but I had room to go a little bit further. Uh, I am running my cat on this approach just so that if I catch a short rollout like here, I'm 453. Ideally, we want to be 460 plus. In between 460 and 468 is the ideal yardage. But even if you come up a little bit short like I did here, if you're running cat, you can still reach. And if you're running sniper, you can still reach. You'll just have to push up after your adjustment. Always 6 top spin, always 2 left spin, P5, minus 60% max. The push up per wind is shown on the left there. So the lower winds, you'll push up further or switch to a P0 ball. 9-7 to 9-8, you'll push up 4 plus yards. 9-9 to 10-2, 3 plus yards. 10-3 to 10-5, you'll push up 2 plus yards. And anything 10.6 miles an hour or above requires no push up. All right. It's a full overpower shot with no curl on the drive. Full OP, no curl. Grates both side have been safe. With that being said, if it's a bad grate, it is possible you clip the rough. But I have hit grate both sides and have been safe here without too much worry. Only if it's a really bad grate should you have any concern there. Go over the approach shot. So for the approach, I'm always playing it P5 plus 15 max numbers. And I will just, what I'll do is minus a little bit if I'm not quite at max club, right? So it should be, I think 22 is max club with a P5 ball. If I'm setting up at the 18 with my spins added, then I'm just knocking off a couple of tenths off of my adjustment. So, if it's telling me 7.8 and I'm at the plus 18, I might adjust 7.5, right? I'm not getting overly picky with this one. We're basically making sure that we get our eagle. Uh, Here you'll see that I'm getting a little bit cute with the drive, trying to see how close I can get to it and still be safe. So I'm playing this with a lot of topspin. I would recommend that you play this shot with 6 topspin, and that way you'll always be safe. If you play it with more topspin like I'm playing it here, you do run the risk of rolling along. So what I'm doing is setting up with my spin added. Now I know I have more than 6 topspin here, but like I said, I'm getting a little cute with this shot, trying to see how close I can get to the hole. Not letting me select the picture here for you to see, which is quite unfortunate. There it goes. All right. So with my spin added, I'm setting up all the way over here to the right. What's important to note is that my second bounce is in the fairway here, and my third bounce is center of the rough here. All right. What I'll tell you is if you go max top spin with your approach and a cat, like I'm not quite max here, but if you go max trying to get it all the way to the hole, then you're going to want that third bounce closer to the bottom of that rough there. You don't want it in the middle, because if you hit a great left and you're aimed center or top side of the rough with the third bounce, there is a possibility that the third bounce misses the rough and rolls long past the cup. So you see where I'm setting up. I am basically 3 dark rows or columns right of the pin with the ball guide here, with spin added. Second bounce just into the fairway off the rough there on top. I'm adjusting it P5 plus 15%, max numbers, just minusing a couple if I'm not quite at max, right? We're going to land on the second fairway. We're going to bounce, clip the rough, roll out onto the green. And you see how far right I was aimed, and I'm still left of the hole, right? you can add some curl to this to try to get a little bit closer to the hole. Just keep in mind, the more you finagle with it, the more you risk, ending up somewhere you don't want to end up. This is a hole that it's very difficult drop no matter how you approach it. My recommendation is to play it safe. Don't get crazy with it. Be happy with an eagle here. I don't think you're going to see any albatrosses here. So not losing anything to the field. Take your eagle, run, and be happy. Best of luck to you. See you in the next round.